My priest friend, Mark, always says, I behave like a black preacher. 7.0, 6.3, and 9. As the people of Haiti, Christ Church New Zealand, and Japan slowly rebuild their lives after suffering the devastating effects of earthquakes, a detail unique to Matthew's Gospel and his account of the empty tomb catches my attention. That first Easter morning we hear is shattered with a great earthquake, echoing the description of the aftermath of the death of Jesus on the cross, again found only in Matthew's Gospel. Very sadly, we are aware of the devastation that occurs when the earth quakes. Nearly 250,000 dead in Haiti, 14,000 in Japan, and more than 14,000 missing. While earthquakes in the modern age cause massive loss of life, destruction of property, and people are literally entombed in rubble and washed away in tsunami. And yet, the passion of Jesus Christ proclaimed from Matthew's Gospel on Sunday, just last week, we heard the earth quake. Rocks were split, tombs were opened, the bodies of many saints who had fallen asleep were raised, and coming forth from their tombs, they entered the holy city and appeared to them. And the centurion, the Roman guards, and the men with him who were keeping watch over Jesus as he was crucified, feared greatly when they saw the earthquake and all that was happening, and they said, "Truly, this is the Son of God." In Matthew's Gospel, earthquakes are a sign, a signal of a tectonic shift. We know what tectonic plates are going, unfortunately. In Matthew's Gospel, earthquakes are a sign, a signal of a tectonic shift made possible through God's action in Jesus Christ. What is this shift? It is the most wonderful upheaval. We sang it tonight in the Exalted. The power of this holy night dispels all evil, washes guilt away, restores lost innocence, brings mourners joy. First and foremost is the shift away from a paralyzing fear to an empowering joy. What are Jesus' first words to the woman at the tomb? Do not be afraid. What about the guards? Always the guards. In big trouble in the gospel. The guards at the tomb were shaken with fear, so much so that they fell on the ground and looked like dead men. Not so Jesus' disciples, not these holy women. The angel directs them away from seeing Jesus crucified so that they can experience him as risen. They are directed to come and see the place where he lay, but they are directed to go out quickly. They're not to stay in a place of death. They're not to build a monument of our Jesus glorified as death, but rather to announce to his disciples and apostles that he is indeed risen, and they have to live the new life that they were spoiled from the empty grave. Still fearful, they follow his instructions, but they allow joy to overtake them. And then Jesus appears to them himself and reiterates his invitation to his disciples time and time again to let go of the death grip of fear. They move from fear to joy. when they come to know that Jesus never abandons his earthquake people, and that he is able to transform even the most brutal effects of violence. It's not only this one time of raising crucified Christ that God's light empowered this exercise, but it happens again and again and again. Every time we as disciples forgive one another and love one another and offer love even to those who hate us. What is the joy that overtook these holy women that they were able to live? The good news of the gospel that Jesus is risen Lord. Easter is not only about what happened to Jesus, it's about what happened to them and what happens to us as we live lives that are transformed by his rising. We, the people of God, are a community, intimately bound up with one another. And because of Easter, we are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a people set apart, a holy nation, comprised of every people of race and tongue, of nationality, social economic status, sexual orientation and identity, young and old, healthy and infirm. We are God's people. And the bottom line message of Easter is that Jesus' Father is now our Father. He's God, our God. The earthquake of Easter, the no strings attached love of God, revealed in the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, has made me, has made you truly, the sons and daughters of God. Renewed every Sunday, year after year, in every age, in every place, in Eucharist, communion, and washing of feet. If we acknowledge and claim our sonship and daughtership as God's children, where will this bring us? What did they do with Jesus? Because they thought he said he was God's son. We're going to the cross. But it's the only way to resurrection. We have a tradition here in this parish where we ask our candidates to stand as Carl has done. I call you not to stand up, to really stand up if you believe, if you claim that you are a child of God. And if need be, shout at these rafters. And so Nicole, Carly, Eileen, CJ, April, Glory, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Get on. Stand up. All right, you gotta get higher now. But we're not done. If you're a child of God, stand up. Jim, stand up. Audrey, stand up. Yeah, if you're a child of God, stand up. Stand up. And say it